it's me. I'm going to talk about networking and job seeking today. It came to my attention speaking to kids that are, my children's age in their 20s and early career, that there's a lot of reliance on job boards and online digital activity. So going to companies' websites and applying for jobs that are posted there, as an example, and thinking that you've actually moved the needle. The reality is, some of us know, that companies are by law mandated to post their opportunities on their websites. And oftentimes they already have an internal candidate identified and almost hired, but for purposes of being an equal opportunity employer and following the rules, they need to post those jobs. So many times, these new career entry level people, or even to some extent middle level management, jobs are being applied for that are not really real. So let's put the job board and online activity aside and talk about the fact that humans hire other humans. Let's put a pin in that, shall we? Humans hire other humans. So it is important for us to remember to be networked with other humans if we want anything to happen with our careers, our jobs, our professional enhancements. We need to keep our networks both up to date, relevant, and engaged. And so, on the opposite side of the spectrum, I see, and it happens more with women because women are singularly focused. We're typically people pleasers. We put our heads down and we do a great job and we do all that we can for the companies that we work for and with. And then the inevitable, somebody loses their job, but they've had their heads down for 10 years and their network is atrophying on a vine. And then they realize, oh crap, I should have kept my network a little bit more engaged, a little bit more up to date. I should have gone out to lunches. I should have gone to conferences and seminars and kept my skills up to date, and also people that I know so I can talk to other people at other companies and I have a wider ability to network with other people outside of my own company. So the cautionary tale is, let's not just lose sight of the fact that being online and responding to jobs online, or to going to job boards and looking for jobs and sending out resumes for the entry level, middle level people is not necessarily the answer to that inquiry. And on the other side, allowing our day to day job hours and commitments to take us out of networking and being with other humans, learning and sharing and being, sounding boards to one another is equally dangerous. So I think what I want to say is, if you're in a company and you're putting your head down and doing your job, don't think that that makes you untouchable. Companies are going to reorg, they're going to merge, they're going to acquire other companies. And as my husband once said many moons ago when it happened to him, corporate America is not Noah's Ark. When there is a merger, you don't go in two by two. Only one of you who's doing the job that you're doing is going to win out. And depending on whether you're the acquirer or the acquired, you may or may not win in that game. So it's really important that you keep your networks going, that you stay in touch with old bosses and old colleagues. And of course, it goes without saying that you have to have a great professional and personal reputation, because that's all we've got. That's all we've got. And, in the 25 years that I've had, almost 26 years that I've had on demand CMO, we haven't ever done paid outreach. It's all been organic. It's all been word of mouth. And that's really what you ideally want for both buy side or sell side. You want to be known for somebody that somebody or some organization can rely on to get the job done well. So your reputation precedes you. So if back to what I talk about in my book, which is, the narrative. What do you stand for? What choices have you made? And if somebody were to describe you in 3 words, what would be the words that they describe you with? Those 3 words will get you the opportunity for an interview or a job or creation of a job. And at the higher levels, we all know this. Jobs are created around people. Most of the time, when you have a senior level job, it doesn't usually come in with a predetermined box. That box will be morphed based on who you are and what you bring as a skill set. So make sure you keep your network up to date. Make sure you're going out and getting, your skill sets and your knowledge base and your subject matter expertise constantly updated. It's sort of like being a marketing person and kind of missing the whole digital revolution. It's sort of like being, you know, I don't know. I mean, there's so many examples of how people don't stay relevant. And then 20, 25 years later in the same business, they wonder why they can't find a job because you haven't stayed relevant. You've had the same job for 25 years, or you've been in the same company with the same set of skills for 25 years. Don't let that happen to you. Talk to my friend Lisa Rangel. She'll from Chameleon Resumes, shameless plug for her. She will tell you all about what not to do and will help you if you have, unfortunately done that. On the other side is also, I will tell you, not only the word networking, but just being around other smart, especially for me, women, just gives me that energy and gives me that oomph and that push to just keep learning and keep growing and sharing hacks and tips and tricks with one another. That's the secret sauce. I mean, if I talk about time blocking with my business group and how I color code my calendar and I put the jobs that I need to do, the work, the actual projects that I need to do on my calendar, not just like, hey, I'm going to show up for a meeting. I talk about, not starting your day answering emails. When you start your day answering emails, you have now given away your power. You have now put yourself in a position where you're basically addressing everybody else's agenda. You're not doing what you need to be doing, the secret sauce that you have, the stuff that you get paid to do. You've now delegated your power to somebody else and responding to their agenda, not yours. So make sure that you do the hard stuff, that you go out and you network and you go to industry events and you stay in touch with, and you go to women's events or people events. I'm not just saying women. I just say I use women just because it's an easy example, but leadership conferences, skill set conferences, thought conferences, yoga retreats, cycling, trips, whatever it is that keeps your joyfulness and your connectivity as a human up there, do it. And remember that humans hire humans. So if you don't know a lot of humans, you might want to get out there and expand or make sure that you nurture your friendships and your relationships because I love being a connector. My favorite thing in the world is somebody will say, I need this, this, and this. And I'll say, oh, I know somebody that does that. And I'll connect them. That's my favorite thing to do. And why do I do that? Because it gives me joy. And also because hey, you never know. Maybe the one day that I'll need something, that person will remember that I was able to connect them and they had a great thing happen as a result of my connection. So they'll be more apt to provide one for me should I need it. So I just pay it forward, just pay it forward. It's going to come back to you. Good karma goes around fast, bad karma goes around faster. So have good karma, get out there. Don't just think that responding to job boards is the way to go. And if you have any questions or comments or hacks and tips and tricks, please share them. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a great day. No, let me rephrase that. Make it a great day. Thank you. Be well. Bye.